Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? I didn't do a video yesterday because I was running around at a bunch of meetings, but I am here today, ready to do a video. I want to start off, I will talk about the markets, but the main thing I want to touch upon right now, in the last week or so, I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been doing a lot of watching of videos on the subject of Stoicism, the Stoic philosophy. I spoke to you guys about Marcus Aurelius. I said you ought to get that book, Meditations, which is actually a book he wrote to himself, but it has so much of Stoicism and the Stoic philosophy in it. And it really, really applies to the mental game aspect of what we do as traders. Now, I've been for years, at least for a long time, I've been talking about mental game to you people and how it is the most important factor in whether or not you will have success in this endeavor of trading. Okay, the idea that, and this is also the idea of Stoicism, is that there are many things in life, in the world, that we cannot control, but the one thing we can control is our attitudes, our emotions, the framing or our perception of events which we have no control over. And that is so applicable to what we do as traders, because we cannot control the markets, but we can control the way we frame what is happening to us. We can control our emotions. I have so many of you from time to time, you email me, you say things like, I'm getting killed, I'm getting destroyed, the market is tanking, or things of that nature, when in fact, in reality, you are not getting killed, you are not getting destroyed. The market isn't going down a tank. All right, those are metaphors which you have chosen to use to describe your situation, which inject a very negative or frightening picture into your mind, goes right to the limbic system, the primitive part of your brain, which is the animalistic fight or flight, and that causes you to sabotage yourself. You can choose whatever metaphor or description you want, and believe me, no matter what happens to you in the trading arena, you do not die. You are not getting killed. You are not getting destroyed. All right? Markets don't go down tanks. So this is all part of Stoic philosophy, this idea that no matter what situation you are facing in the market, first of all, let me say this. I am not always right. I think I am always right on the understanding of policy and the outcome that is going to have on the markets, but I may have a position on which is not right at the time. There's that word again, time, and I want to talk about that. But what I teach in my courses and in my instruction, or if you just are a subscriber to MMT Trader, is how to work out of those situations. No matter what, and I will state this unequivocally, no matter what the situation is, you have the skills, all right, I teach those skills, you have the skills to trade out of any situation with, in worst case, a break even, all right? When things are not going your way, that is simply the market demanding of you more patience. And many of you who lack mental game, and I know that a lot of you have come to me and you've signed up and then you go and you quit because you cannot handle, that you freak yourself out, you can't handle the adversity, you decide not to want to toughen yourself up mentally, okay, because that is a decision too. And you are on this kind of fantasy search for the holy grail of systems that, as I always say, is going to pick you up and carry you across the finish line in a ball of cotton where you're never going to have to experience any stress, and you're never going to have to experience any adversity, and you're never going to have to experience any difficulty, and it's going to have these wonderful stop losses where you're going to have teeny tiny little losses once in a while, and every trade right after that's going to be a good luck with that. Good luck with that. I have always said that the market will expose you, a Bruce Lee concept, right? When Bruce Lee said, when he was asked, what is martial arts? He said, it is the true expression of oneself. And in that statement is the word true, comes from truth, honesty, all right? Many of you don't want to face the truth. The truth is that you got to toughen yourself up if you're going to make it. But you think that there's another way where you don't need to do that. It's going to be all taken care of for you by some system. All right. Well, it's not going to happen. So anyway, I don't want to run on and on and on with this kind of rant, or it's not really a rant. I'm telling you like it is. I'm telling you like it is. And again, it's a matter of maturity. Maturity I've spoken about. For those of you who said, well, yeah, Mike, you wait, but how long do you have to wait? Like, Mom, Dad, when are we going to get there, right? The kid sitting in the back of the car on a trip with his parents. Mommy, Daddy, when are we? The market doesn't let us know how long we are going to have to wait. It says to us, you must wait. If you read the Bible, right? And I'm not a religious person, so don't think I am. And I don't have a specific quote. But in the Bible, in the Old Testament, God will issue a command, right? Go kill your son. They follow it. But he was just testing him. The market doesn't tell us how long. It just demands that we wait. And a strong person, a mentally tough person, a mature person will wait. By the way, you can also apply the same mental game concepts to stop losses if you choose to use stop. You know, I bash stop losses all the time. It's not my way, and losing is not my way. But if you want to make an analogy, if you want to make a sort of an equivalency, you could say that the period that we wait, all right, is somewhat the same as a period when you have multiple stop outs, all right? We wait. We don't take the loss, but, you know, we have an open loss. And it's like somebody who, let's say, has 4 or 5 stop outs in a row. And then, you know, and I've seen people who trade with stops who are successful traders. And their mentality, it's the same mental game. They keep moving on. And they don't look at those last 4. They look at the big picture that over time, let's say in a year, they will turn out profitable. So that is the way to look at it. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about markets where we see stocks under pressure today. You know, look, I mean, I could rehash the whole thing, but I've been saying for a long time many things. First of all, how all of the Trump proposals, none of them have come to fruition. And don't forget, let me backtrack a little bit. I was very bullish on Donald Trump, the candidate. I was bullish running up to the election last year where the market was selling off and a lot of people were freaking out that Trump had a chance. I was long the market the night of the election when the Dow futures went down 800 points in minutes because in some of the early returns in the swing states, Trump was leading, okay? And I stayed long. But then when I started to see his cabinet and the people, blah, yada, yada, I don't want to get into the whole thing. That's number one. Nothing has come to fruition, number one. Number two, he's an embattled president right now, and it's gotten worse recently with the Charlottesville thing, and you know he's basically lost most of the support of his party, and you got that going on. You have the fiscal flow situation, which I've been talking about, which, you know, to be honest, if I was going to critique myself, where I may have gone wrong was that I put too much emphasis on the rate of growth in the flows this year as opposed to the absolute amount of federal spending, which may come in at an all-time record high or very close, all right? But, you know, that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I chose to look at the rate. But even so, even in the record spending year of 2009, when we had the fiscal stimulus, there was back and forth action in the market. Last year, when we had the second highest spending on record, there was back and forth action in the market. You have to go, and I've said this before, for those of you who think this is normal, you have to go back 25 years to see a market condition like we have now, where there has not been at least a 5% correction in all three of the major stock market averages. But we may be in that right now. I said recently, I was telling you that the Dow Transportations were down 6% from their high. The Russell 2000 was down around 6 or 7%, and it's down again. So we're starting to see maybe the major averages, the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, start to react down. And the catalyst might be the political environment. I don't know. But there's plenty of reasons for that to happen. There's plenty of reasons for that to happen. Yesterday, I put out an email, as I always do, with respect to the weekly petroleum status report. The market sold off. It is not a negative report, okay? It was not a negative report. There were some things in there negative, but the overall assessment, which I give it, is not a negative report. If you want that report, go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, and sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. And for those of you who are the quitters, that is a choice you make. You're not going to get to where you want to go if you do not have the ability to stick it out and toughen yourself up and be able to handle adversity and essentially acquire the stoic philosophy, which I teach. I just had a guy yesterday email me saying, Mike, thank you very much, because from what you have taught me over these past months, he was in a difficult position, a challenging position in the Forex market. He said, Mike, in the past I would have taken a loss. I stuck with it. I used your strategies and tactics. I traded out of it at a profit. Congratulations to that guy and many others like him. So if you want that, if you want to learn how to transform yourself, not just for trading, but for your whole, for everything that you do, go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader report, or get the zombie trading, where we front run the zombies and we take their money before they die. Okay, that is specifically designed to kill zombies, all right? Anyway, that's it for this report. I'll do another one a little bit later. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.